goes in the comments, would you?
I will. Hold on.
Okay, I'm Jack Yardley, carrying on from where I left off with Miazma or the Devil's Stone.
I thought you said Miasma then, and I thought, well, that's a bit irrelevant.
Why would I say that?
I don't know, maybe you're asthmatic, I don't know. Are you? No. I don't mind if you are.
Hang on a minute. I thought I went past that door there. Did it save? Surely.
I'm sure it did, because I remember watching it at the time.
It hasn't saved, has it?
Also, something you might find amusing, I'm playing Heartsfire 4, and there's a type of ship called Hereward.
For a moment there, I thought you were going to say shipway called Hereward.
I know! Well, he is a shipway. He's a way of ships.
Okay, I have a bike lamp.
Awesome. I want to take you to the bike lamp.
I don't.
I want to take you to the T-Barn.
Yeah, this stuff might be useful.
To the T-Barn, T-Barn, T-Barn. Let's start a war. Start a nuclear war. At the T-Barn. Danger, danger! High voltage!
If it doesn't necessarily end in if my conflict with Ollie doesn't necessarily end the same way it did for Azrael in Gotham, it'll probably end in something akin to me saying, "Hey Ollie, look out, that thing says high voltage."
Danger, danger, high voltage.
Yeah, I was ripping you off there, sorry.
I had a feeling you were. Danger, danger. High voltage.
Right.
What do you say your favourite Star Wars game that isn't Star Wars Empire at War is?
Well, Star Wars Empire at War isn't my favourite Star Wars game.
Yeah, it's swtor saga, so swtor.
Precisely.
Okay, what's your favourite one that's not those two then?
I should say Star Wars Empire at War, shouldn't I?
Well, no, I already said Empire at War, so it's a given that that will be number 2, isn't it? Okay, maybe a given's a strong term. It's just I know that it's a game you are an aficionado of, as I am.
You're an aficionado of swtor?
No, I meant what's the other one?
You mean KOTOR?
No, not KOTOR. Empire at War.
Oh, that, yeah.
Because we've both, broken bread over it. Well, not bread, but, we've broken gameplay over it. I don't know what the gameplay equivalent of... Oh, I suppose we've played it together, haven't we?
Yeah.
My words were failing me. The Venga bus is coming.
Something to do with these apples here. Oh, okay.
Isn't that basically the Book of Genesis in a nutshell?
I don't know.
Something about them apples here. Making a Bible reference then.
Okay, I've put iron nails and copper nails in these apples here. I don't know if that's anything.
Oh my god, that's going to really hurt Ryu. Reference then.
Okay, I've put
Played by Willem Dafoe in the terrible live-action series of Death Note that was made.
Can you actually think of a anime series that could be turned into a live-action version and actually be good? It seems.
I don't think that's the reason why the adaptations are bad. I think it's quite often they miss what made the original good, and they're just not faithful adaptations. I mean, apparently the Death Note live-action Japanese movies were decent. I don't know. I've not actually watched them for myself, so I couldn't say. But
it seems to me that not all of them seem to work.
Yeah, they often don't. You are right about
for an
that.
Unusual lantern.
Yeah, that's a fair point, I think. And it seems to me you live your life like a candle in the wind.
This has got to be the weirdest way of ever escaping places.
Wow, what are you struggling with?
Nothing, it's just I'm using a crate of apples as a power supply for a bike lamp, which I have mounted onto a pram to light my way down a tunnel.
That sounds like a long-winded way of doing things. Seems to me to live your life like a candle in the wind.
I prefer the way that was said in The Vicar of Dibley. They were all doing a fashion parade from Elton John's songs. Oh, Mrs. Cropley. Correct me if I'm not much mistaken, but didn't Elton John sing a song about Debbie LaRue? No, Marilyn Monroe. It seemed to him that she lived her life like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to turn to.
An endless corridor leading to a locked door. Disappointing.
I didn't get the joke, if I'm perfectly honest with you.
If an electric switch is lit, the system is powered. Or isn't it? Like the one in our garage. If only I had some remote controller.
Seb, you still there? Seb? Weird. Seb has apparently disappeared or may in fact be dead.
Hey, your live stream went down.
Wait, it's down?
Yeah, I think your internet must have cut out or something.
Well, no, because then Steam would have switched off.
Well, maybe it went low because your stream's not... Oh wait, it's back now. Okay.
That was weird.
That was weird.
Seems to be happening to you. I wonder if this is a common problem with streaming now.
But, again, your stream wouldn't cut out because of my internet, because, you know, it's being done your end. So it's
a common
not...
problem with streaming now.
Oh, I see, you mean generally. Again, suppose, I don't know the science of it.
How's the stream playing?
You're just looking at a red dot on the screen. Miazma of the Devil. I assume that's the Devil's Stone.
No, I believe that is a light switch.
Oh.
Is the sound system
Look an
alright?
area of a light switch. I think... Yeah, well... Hold on, let me... Because I listen to you. Yeah, it's fine.
Are you sure nothing's being repeated over and over again?
Nothing's being repeated over and over again. Nothing's being repeated over and over again.
Yeah, I was just about to do that. I was going to say, you sure nothing's being repeated over and over and over again?
Oh, that's brilliant. I beat you to it.
Yes. Seriously though, are you sure nothing is being repeated over and over again?
I'm sure nothing's being repeated over and over again. I'm sure nothing's being repeated over and over again.
Yeah, this reminds me of something that happened this morning. I was waiting at the bus, and someone comes by. I think he's someone who lives near my house.
Yeah.
I'm seeing
Is he on a rooster by any chance?
No, I'm just seeing him. No, he's fairly normal. I'm seeing him walking down. I'm seeing him walking down the road to the bus stop where I wait for the bus. And the strange thing is, I could have sworn he was. I look away to see if the bus is there for about a few minutes or a few seconds.
Yeah.
And then when I turn around, he's pretty. I swear, I think he was at the exact same place he was at when I last looked. And even though he was walking at the exact same pace, he hadn't seemed to have moved from his position.
So what? He was just walking so slowly. It seemed like he wasn't walking at all. Maybe he's trying to do that thing that Drax was doing, where he moved so slowly he couldn't be seen.
No. It was almost like that bit on Monty Python the Holy Grail when Lancelot is running towards Swamp Castle and they repeat the same running scene
Yeah.
many times over. It was like that. I thought deja vu.
Seems to me that your life like a candle in the wind.
Yes, and after Mrs. Cropley had been shown, Jim Trott comes in and he's dressed as Skinhead, saying Saturday night's all right before in. And then David saying, right, Vicar, as much as I'd love to dress up as someone who's had their brains surgically removed, I fear that Hugo and I will not be able to participate in this form of high-class entertainment.
The old cellar. Probably there's still something here that I could use.
And then, just to annoy him, Hugo comes in dressed as Dorothy from Wizard of Oz, of all things.
That's quite funny.
Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road. I borrowed one of Alice's dresses. And David's just looking at him.
Seems to me that you do. Sorry, why have I got that song stuck in my head?
I don't know.
I'm really annoyed that no one I knew wanted to see Rocket Man with me.
Sorry to disappoint you. I have to confess, I haven't actually watched Lion King yet.
I haven't. I've just not been in the mood because, I feel like I've already seen it before, like a decade and a half ago, and it's like, why are they remaking it?
1 second. Sorry about that.
It's alright.
Dad needed help with something.
Ah, made me jump then.
Good.
Huh.
I'm looking for something, but what? Nothing appears to be there.
Someone drilling?
Yep.
I thought that was someone making silly sounds at first. Like going brrrr.
Yeah, that would be you. You just did that.
Oh yeah, funnily enough I got lured into doing that.
It's still not as funny as that Treehouse of Horror opening when they've got that line which reacts to their noise and Holmes starts making a load of stupid noises.
Yeah.
Dad, you're ruining the mood.
Wish I had my reaching broom.
Yeah, I could do with that right now.
I wash my back with a rag on a stick.
It's just wash myself actually, but fair enough.
Oh yeah, I wash myself with a rag on a stick.
Something doesn't appear to be working.
What, in the game?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell because I'm not playing the game. It's hard to say.
It's not letting me pick up certain objects.
Here I was thinking you were a pickup artist.
I'm gonna try turning the game off and on again, see what that does.
Ah, so you're going to do the IT crowd method of fixing the problem.
I'm fairly certain something isn't working.
Don't know. Ah, yeah, it says you're playing it now.
I certainly hope it says I'm playing it right now. I wouldn't want to miss anything.
Yeah. Where are you? When there's a whip, there's a way.
Okay. This is weird. I'm fairly certain that's one of the only objects I've got left to pick up, and it's not letting me do it.
I hate it when objects don't let you pick them up.
Didn't want to do that.
Where there's a whip, there's a way. Where there's a whip, there's a way.
Here comes the remote controller.
Unbelievable, that actually worked.
Wow. Got it the first time?
Jessica,
Except
believable.
nobody can see how good I am.
Now maybe he'll let me pick that stuff up.
Get up, get on up. X machine.
Nope. I know I'm going to need to use those objects. Instinct.
Well, I think you should follow your instincts then, because it
That thing over
seems
there
like you're
looks
fairly
like it fits
certain.
the lock. Just my arms aren't long enough.
Need to get that key somehow. Oh, now it lets me pick it up. No, for a time I thought I was actually going to have to try and shoot that shoot that pipe using the bow.
Ah.
I was going to say, light switch, you have failed this cellar.
Oh, that's great. That would have been brilliant. You have failed this cellar. Do.
Oh, I can't even use it as a bow and arrow. That's a shame.
That's a shame, because like using something as a bow and arrow is the best way to use something, in my opinion.
Even a slingshot?
Well, I can think of more effectual ways, but yeah.
Seems I'm using this as a fishing rod, and I've gone key fishing. Nothing, when it comes to catching keys, nothing
There.
beats a
Free at
magnet.
last.
What's that from again?
The Simpsons. When it comes to catching trout, nothing beats the German light infantry.
Oh yeah. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. There was something odd about the way he walked. Much more vertical than usual.
You let me down, man. Now I don't believe in nothing no more. I'm going to law school.
No!
Dad, maybe this will make you feel better. Oh, doesn't even work anymore.
I didn't say stop. Do. Never stop in the middle of a hoedown.
You know, Dad, Lisa, music helps Daddy think. Mom is working on getting your saxophone back, but we've expanded into other areas. Literacy programs, preserving our beloved covered bridges, world domination.
World domination.
Oh, that must be a typo. Mental
Note
note.
to say,
The girl
knows
too much. Where the hell am I now?
is a very pertinent question.
I mean, I completed that puzzle. Not sure what else.
Well, I'm a bit stumped, so I couldn't really say.
No, these puzzles do take their time to figure out.
Not unlike the Millennium Puzzle, actually.
Yeah. Music doesn't help me think, Seb.
Sorry. Come on, Eileen. From now on, the baby sleeps in the crib. Iron helps us play. Woohoo! Hello, Joe!
I'd rather go back in that cellar, trying to figure out what to do.
Cellar Black.
I've already seen this, so I don't know why it's showing me again.
I don't know, giving you a pertinent reminder.
It's not exactly a necessary one.
There.
Let's see. Sorry this takes so long.
It's alright, it's forgivable.
I imagine this probably isn't a very entertaining stream.
Could be worse. No, literally, it could be worse.
I don't know why he's doing that. One sec.
Hi. Good to find you both here.
Hi. At last. Peter has important news about Balaj.
And I was anxious to hear if Veron knew of any developments. But she hasn't even heard from you today. Did you sleep late?
No, I didn't. In fact, I've been after Balaj up to now.
You see, Peter, I've told you. Jonathan promised.
Oh, no doubt he did. So I can't wait to hear how far he got in the investigation.
Well, I could only find out what Balaj has been occupied with.
And what is it? The meteorite?
Not one, but two.
What meteorite? Where are they?
Hi.
How does this kid know about them?
I could only speculate on how he knew about them, or if he knew about both of them at all. He may have heard an old story from someone, and he seems to have made a series of attempts to prove or disprove the legend.
You see? How systematic my brother is. Like a scientist.
Yet alas, he's about to pay the price of not being meticulous enough. While I wasn't worried yesterday, I'm no longer sure about his safety now.
Jesus. What is it?
This meteorite, that is, this type of meteorite, can be rather dangerous. They encapsulate some miasma, which is deadly for human beings. The scientists who had studied the stone centuries ago found out that chopping up just one such stone could cause the devastation of an entire city in minutes.
Wow.
Must you frighten
Well,
this poor little girl?
World of Warcraft.
But I must make the facts clear and urge that you take the problem seriously.
Because Borlage may have got hold of this stone?
I'm not sure. But I'm quite sure he knows of its existence and probably its whereabouts or how he could get it.
A stone
But
that
why
can
should he
destroy
want
an
it so
entire
much?
city.
Well, what we know about this meteorite is that its size is
Well,
like the head
that
of a
stone's
child.
sure gathering its
It has a
own moss,
crust of
isn't
about
it?
1.5
Where do I find
centimeters,
one of those?
and it hides an enormous diamond.
Nonsense!
Space.
Such extreme carbon
know,
content
asteroids.
has never been detected in any meteorite.
Until
It's
now.
common to say there's never been such a thing before for any first discovery.
What's your opinion on asteroids?
There's a series of evidence to prove that the stone, or rather two stones,
Indifferent.
exist.
Or even more.
Well, I suppose
consequently.
it wouldn't have been if
Could
you were a
be.
dinosaur, you know.
What you're saying is that Bolage wants to extract that huge diamond from the meteorite? This is rather
Do you ever feel
unlikely.
sorry for the dinosaurs?
At this moment, I can see no other reason.
Never met them.
He was keen to find out if anyone had
Yeah, me
examined the
neither.
stone earlier, and he found out. First, it was the famous Professor Istvan Hotvani, then the
And they were
less
just
famous
guys,
Mihai
but
Elekes
like
Tok
a
of
long
the
time
Reformed
ago,
College.
guys.
The latter actually
When you
died
think
because of
about
this
it.
stone.
You mean it killed him?
Not quite, but he witnessed devastation by the miasma twice.
Well, you know, they didn't commit any
Do
war
you
crimes
claim
or anything, you know,
the
they're
inclusion
alright.
located between the diamond crystals contains this gas, or bacteria, or whatever it is? A rather implausible idea.
It's not my idea. The said scientists described a network thinner than hairline within the meteorite. The tragedies occurred when somebody tried to chop a piece off the diamond.
But if Bolage wanted to make money out of that diamond, he would want to break it into pieces, wouldn't he? Jonathan, could he be aware of the inclusions?
I doubt
Having
it.
seen the documents evidently read by
Was that
Balaj recently,
aimed at me, or-
I would say he doesn't know about the inclusions or about the deadly miasma either. But I still don't know his source of information, so he might after all.
So I hope.
Anyway, we must find him and warn him urgently.
That's why the developments which Peter and I can tell you about are so important.
You mentioned some developments.
Yes. Things that may shed some light on how the boy has come to his discoveries. They fit into your theory, although they don't directly confirm it.
What are they?
I had a call from the Heliophysical Observatory. Borlash visited them last week.
Now that's interesting. Is this a solar observatory? Here in Debrecen?
It's not far from the university, at the very centre of the Botanic Gardens.
They couldn't tell me what he wanted because the man he talked to was on holiday. But they assured me that they would notify him and he should turn up soon.
This is fantastic news, Peter.
Yes, it should be checked out.
Doesn't
Tell me
mean
about
will.
the developments.
There's something we haven't thought of yet. Shouldn't we talk to Mr. Palos?
That guy who gave the party on Saturday.
Vero, seriously? Would you intrude upon this influential businessman?
It's not intruding. We just need to invent a reason to call on him.
Why not? Give me his address and I'll pay him a visit. Are meteorites studied here in Otomki?
Not that I know of. You should ask Keikashi. He could tell you a few things about astrophysical issues. Or else, Professor Shandor Soloi, the founder of our institute, used to examine meteorites, if I remember well, in the 70s or 80s.
Did he? How do you know?
Yeah, how
I
do you
have
know?
many memories about Soloi. I even met him, though I was a greenhorn at the time.
I reckon he
But
did it.
almost certainly it wasn't he who told me about it. I
With
think
what?
I might have read it
The
somewhere.
crime, it's a
In a book,
mystery
maybe,
game.
or in a study.
I couldn't tell you.
I don't think
But
it's a
all
criminal
the
mystery
important
game.
relics about Soloi
You know, he could
are
have committed
exhibited
arson. I didn't
in
say
the
what
main
crime,
building.
did I? You know, it
In
could
a
have been
dedicated
anything.
display. You might
I know.
find something there.
Public
It's
exposure.
adjacent to my office. The key is with Mr. Vince, the caretaker.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Let's see. Doesn't appear to be anything else.
Doesn't seem to be anyone around.
Where's the visit now?
Oh, Pete says hello there.
Hello there, Pete.
Hello.
How
Oh,
are
why don't you invite Pete? Invite Pete.
You invite Pete.
Alright. Oh, what did your last slave die of?
Extreme malnutrition.
I can believe that. I believe it. Where are you?
I'm
Shipway.
sitting in my
Good morning, Mr.
Arabian.
Keikashi. May I disturb you for a second?
You may not otherwise, but you're not disturbing me right now, so tell me what you want.
some ice cream.
Calling Mr.
Mr. Keikashi,
Shipway.
are you
Mr.
interested in
Peter
meteorites?
Shipway.
Not particularly. I'm more interested in them when they're still in the air and called meteors or bolides. Why do you ask?
I just happened to come
Hello.
across
Oh my
some
God, that
studies
was
on
loud.
special,
Hello.
unique meteorites,
Alright, we get the
which I
idea.
found
I've got no
thrilling.
money. It's
What
alright.
special meteorites?
Pete, is that your
Those that
brother?
have a crust and there's a sizable
Nah.
piece of diamond.
Well, it's because you heard someone
with
say I've got
inclusions
no money. You
containing
assumed it was
an
Pete's
unknown
brother.
deadly
Is that
gas or
prejudiced
material.
in some way?
No, I assumed
Well,
it was
shut
a...
Read
wrong.
this in a
No,
cipher.
it was a loud, it
It's
was a loud
fiction.
mouth. I assumed.
And what if I tell you that it was in the research documents of a reputable Hungarian scientist?
Is it one
Even
of those
so,
things
I
that it's
don't
only
believe
okay
it.
for Pete to joke
As
about?
a scientist, I seldom use the word
I don't know if he
impossible,
minds.
but I dare say this is
Yeah,
absolutely
do you mind?
unlikely,
I don't want to feel
But
like
not
I'm making a
impossible.
slur.
but not impossible.
I don't mind.
What would you think if you could see?
Yeah,
I'd consider it fake,
he
of
don't
course.
care.
But
You throw him
let me
under a
know if you
bus.
come across this celestial diamond.
You will know about it, I assure you.
You will not know about it, I can promise you.
And you will know my name is the Lord.
Let's see. Appears to be nothing else to do here.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Stupid sexy Flanders.
This particular environment always makes me think about the opening
Good morning,
scene
Mr.
for
Vince.
Team 4 Stars Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Mr. Lahoutsky said you could give me the key to the
Shalom.
Soloi display.
Head
Not
shut
another
up.
request. I got too much to do.
You know, I
Thanks
can
for what
see.
you needed.
You know, I can
As soon
see
as
this
possible.
guy actually
It's
go.
vital.
Oh
I've
God,
actually
you want a
watched it.
marijuana patch?
I'll
Must
fetch
have
it.
done.
But
Seen
if
the
I do, I
Mulan
need a little
party.
help, you know.
What, like Moulin Rouge.
How could I help you?
This book should be taken back to Mr. Brown.
Don't
He
mind
promised
if I
it to
do.
someone. So it's
Remember
urgent.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge?
And Miss Sudbauer
Oh, yeah,
wants
well,
me to deliver a
it's
few
old,
invitations for a weekend trip. It is,
Oh,
you
but,
know.
So you want me
Creepo
to
still
do
regularly.
You can
comes
manage
to
by the
UK
time
for
I fetch the
conventions.
keys. Shouldn't be a problem with your fast legs.
We've met him
You'll
before,
find your
haven't
way
we?
around. So what do you
Me
say?
and Jack.
But who?
Well,
Little
all right.
Creepo.
But make it
Yeah,
quick,
yeah.
and I'll be quick too.
Here's Mr.
Little
Brown's
Creepo's
book,
great.
and I'm on my way.
Doesn't look
See
like
you
he's
later.
going to be at Alcon this year, though. It would seem.
Sadly, no. Which is a shame because he really makes it. He really makes it.
Oh, hello, it's your grandma.
Granda.
Let's try the
Hello.
plasma lab.
Plasma?
Good morning, Arnu.
Oh,
Good
what's
morning,
the plasma?
Jonathan. Some coffee?
No thanks, I'm in a rush.
That's
I've just
it,
dropped in with this
now.
book. Mr. Vince asked me to bring it
Now
back.
that, my friend, is a
just in
plasma.
time. Thank
I
you
like
so
this
much.
guy's accent.
Mr. Veresh has been waiting for it for quite
Two
some
Peter
time.
K.
No, this fella.
Could you do me a favor?
Should I take it to Mr. Videsh?
I'd be grateful.
Sure, I'll take it to him.
Jeez, am I everyone's errand boy suddenly?
Yeah.
Just trying to remember where that guy is. I think.
I leave to you my dick.
I'm Howard
Hi,
Scott,
Jula.
and
Hi,
I'd just
old
like to
friend.
show you.
What are you up to?
Just
My
dropped in
ass.
to bring you this
I'd
book
like-
from Mr. Brown. It's been with the caretaker.
Oh, at
yeah.
last. But tell me, are you going to see this Mr. Vince?
I hope so. Quite soon.
Would you do me a favor? He lent me that toolbox for the weekend. Would you mind taking it back to him?
Not at all.
Thank you. Hey, have you seen my kids? Oh, hey, have a look. Have a look here.
Oh, Chula, I'm in a big hurry.
Just a quick glance. Here's Maddie, the youngest. A rascal he is. These are the twins, and here's Copan, my eldest. You see, these little guys make life worth living.
Bilious
Lovely
Weasley.
kids, but I really must be going. So sorry.
My
Off you
Bilious
go.
Weasley.
See you again soon.
Any bilious Granger. You, my cock.
With hopes that it's be entertaining and instructive.
Very bilious Potter.
Hey, Sam, shut up.
It's part of the thing.
Bilious Dumbledore.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good
That has
morning.
much relevance to this
To what do I
mystery,
owe the
though.
pleasure?
Mr. Vince.
Well, it's a
the
mystery
caretaker,
why
is
that
busy doing
YouTube
something
poop is
for
more
me,
popular.
And in turn, I'm trying to help him. He said you've got some invitations.
Yes. He was supposed to pick them up. Here they are. One for Tamara Shafran, one for the colleague in the cyclotron, then one for Erno. And I've made a
Harry
careless promise to the
Bilious.
system admin guy as well. Here they are.
Splendid.
Are you getting on with your case?
Yes, I'm
I
making
wonder why his
progress.
cheeks
But I
explode
must
when
run
he
now
just
if you don't mind.
bilious.
I'll tell you about it
Bilious.
later.
No problem.
Bilious.
Off you go.
Invitations from Emma Zoldmali.
My dick. You bilious Granger.
Seems to be nothing left in here to do.
Doesn't seem to be anyone around.
To the cyclotron.
Sounds like something from Transformers.
Well, cyclotron does rhyme with Cybertron.
Yeah, I think that's where
Hi,
it
Emily.
came from.
Attention! Alien on the spaceship! Alien entity irradiated! Hello, Jonathan Hunt. What's news in
Trust
faraway
me, the only
galaxies?
one alien here is
Invitation
you,
for
my
hiking on
friend.
planet Endor. Or is this a different story?
From Emma Zoldmali.
Did you ever just get Tim
Oh,
Allen and
different
Woody
story.
Allen mixed up?
Why, did she send it with you?
Well,
Ah.
it turned out so.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you.
It's because of
Want
the
a
whole
bubble
Toy
drink?
Story
Yeah.
thing, I think.
Rather
Yeah,
not, thanks.
Woody.
I'm on my way.
Woody.
As you like.
Yeah.
I won't keep you back with tractor beam.
I need to get
Just try it.
Tim Allen and Tom Hanks mixed up.
I can sort of see how they're sort of similar sort of actors.
A lot of people think George Clooney played Buzz Lightyear.
What? How though? I can't really hear it.
What, the
To
stream?
infinity. You know, him as Buzz Lightyear.
Hi, Tomoro.
They do sound kind of similar.
What
A little, but
I've brought an invitation from Dr. Emma Zoldmali.
I mean, if I'd known who George Clooney was, I probably would have thought it
I think
was
so,
him
yes.
at the time.
Bye for now.
Bye, Jonathan.
yeah, I guess
But
it's understandable.
I'd never heard of him back then.
Okay, I've gone from police investigator to a bloody
You've gone from police
Male
investigator
man.
to bloody,
male.
as opposed to female man.
female carrier, Bart. Okay, appears I've taken a wrong turn. Should have gone left at Albuquerque.
Ah, yes. Sheila, take a bow. Panic on the streets of London. Panic on the streets of Birmingham. I wonder to myself. Sorry, I've got the Smith stuck in my head.
Well, get him out your head.
Hello, Tongor.
Hey, what's
Well,
up?
I am, but I'm
I've
getting
brought
out
you
of my
an
head
invitation from
into
Dr.
words.
Zulmali.
Oh, how nice of her
Hang the
greatness.
DJ, hang
Hey,
the DJ,
you
hang
wanna
the
listen to my
DJ.
awesome new song? A bit of trap and dubstep, but kinda EDM. A club mix. Come and listen.
I'm in a hurry now,
I'd
but
like-
won't miss it next time.
Okay,
I'd
no
like
problem.
to think that this is who
Later.
you could be one day, Pete. That is, of course, a compliment, I hope you'll understand.
You hope he'll understand. Just how thick do you think he is? Spelt with a CK, not a CC.
You don't want to know how thick I think her Pete is.
Hey!
One more
wouldn't
thing,
be
Andrew.
wrong.
I've got Miss Zulmali's invitation for you.
I am
Oh,
thick.
how kind of you.
Oh!
Are you sure you don't want some coffee?
Sorry, I
No,
just
thanks.
imagined
I'm in a
rush.
You see, thick. At least he knows how THICC he is. Extra thick. Do you remember that?
Well, more to the Doctor Who
Here I am,
reference,
Mr.
the
Vincey.
human brain.
Have you found the
Simple,
keys?
thick and dull.
Brought me nothing, Mr. Hunt? What about the invitation?
Sorry.
The invitations?
It's me with-
I've delivered them, of course.
Oh, that was kind of you. I didn't ask you to do it.
Was that
I thought you were just going to bring me the package. But that's even better. Nice fella you are.
No, not.
But didn't Mr. Beddish send my toolbox back with you? He said he
Nah.
would on the phone.
What's 9 plus
The
10?
toolbox. Sorry, I
What was
forgot.
that from?
I'll go and get it.
Yeah, a man's life's at stake, and you're running errands for people.
And I'm thinking of steak now.
Look you, a man can die from a miasma explosion. Just give me the damn toolbox!
Aren't you invited to Mrs. Zulmali's hike?
How do you know?
I had the invitations with me, and I didn't see one for you.
No, I'm not going. She used to invite me, but she no longer does. I go fishing for the weekend. It's as good as their hiking, and there's silence. Only me and the stars.
I understand
Nick
if you wish to be
and
alone.
Fletcher at your
But I do
service.
believe that if you fancy some company, you should just say so in the radiocarbon lab.
You think so?
I do.
Okay. I'll think
Does
it over
anybody
next
think
time.
of capes when you hear the word Cape Town?
No.
What?
Does anyone think of capes when you hear of Cape Town?
No.
You know, as in the place.
No.
Not really.
Not necessarily.
Nope. There
This
it
must be
is.
the caretaker's toolbox.
Shut up, Miss Granger. This could be a wee bit of a wee bit of a wee bit.
Here's your toolbox, Mr. Vincey. I hope there's no reason why I shouldn't get the keys at last.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hunt. And in return, here are the keys to the display.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Vincey.
I like how Pete wheezed with laughter then.
Personally, I think I might have preferred a crowbar.
Let's check if this collection reveals any new information. Well, well. Somebody's moved this newspaper clipping recently. Maybe Sherlock Holmes could deduce who and when. At any rate, there's less dust here than elsewhere.
Doesn't look like there's
This
anything.
belongs here. I can come back anytime if I
Doesn't
need
seem
it
to
again.
be anyone around.
A folded newspaper clipping. An interview from 1979. Aha, a coffee stain. This is why they had to hide the third column.
Do 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 do.
Nothing in here.
Wah 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 wah. I don't know. Back on the street. Made my time, made my chances.
When did you find out they had two singers?
What, in Survivor?
Yeah.
I would lie and say I think I always knew, but I didn't. I don't know, to be honest with you.
You liar.
Fabulous matching.
I only
I
found
can
out when
fancy
one of
that
them died.
spectacle here on Saturday.
That's sad.
You don't
They're
have a
going
whole
Palo.
business.
Yes,
Why would you
it's
make up a
here.
lie like that?
Once more into the dungeon of my
Good morning.
The returns to the prison of my mom.
Once more into s'mores.
Who's there? Friend or enemy, postman or railman?
I'm a railman.
Once more into the dungeon of my
Who's there?
The
Friend or enemy,
returns
postman
to
or
the
railman?
prison of my mom.
Postman. I'm the postman.
Bring or take.
I bring.
And what the hell is it? Now there you are.
Doing a very good job of making sure I don't get
Who's
in.
there? Friend or enemy, postman or railman?
Gonna get in there.
Postman. I'm the postman.
Bring or take.
I gotta
Take,
get
I
in
should.
there.
I see. To whom and what? Stop mucking around.
Is this what I want me to... Only one left.
Enemy.
Then be damned to
What's
hell.
your opinion on the Vietnamese dong? Yes.
Don't really have an opinion, seeing as how I know that with 15 million you can't even buy a bog standard Fiat 500.
I know. Bloody bog standard Fiat 500s.
How do you know?
Oh, I don't know. I was just talking for the sake of it.
At least that's how it was during the Top Gear Vietnam
This park
special.
is splendid.
It's a fairly long path.
I was going to say something else then. It's fairly long.
How's the stream going?
Pretty good. I mean, it's just me and Pete in the chat, but yeah, good. Just having a laugh.
Hello.
Don't stop us now. We're having such a good time.
A woman with a charming face. It's hard to imagine a solar physicist until you see one, but they're just like anyone else.
Well, duh.
Good morning,
What else do
madam.
you expect them to be?
What is it about, please?
As far as I know, a Balaj Gal has visited you recently.
Are you?
Excuse me. My name is Jonathan Hunt. I'm a friend of the family. His sister, Vero, asked me to find out what happened.
Are you a detective?
Well, yes. This is what she calls it.
All right, then. Ask away.
Thank you, I believe I shall.
Can you tell me when the boy came by?
On Friday. I told Mr. Lutsky, too.
Perhaps, but he forgot to mention. Please tell me more about the visit.
There's not much. The boy wanted someone to help him with a calculation.
I see. And did he talk to a colleague of yours? I assume it wasn't you.
You know the song
had
Smooth
other
Criminal?
things
Does it
to
sound like he's
attend.
singing Alka-Pops?
It was David Barosh he talked to.
The surroundings are more pleasant than her manners.
Alka-Pops! That
Did the boy
part.
mention some kind of a meteorite to you?
A meteorite?
No.
No.
No, it doesn't
He
say.
was interested
Oh,
in some
well,
calculation.
apparently I'm on my
But
own
you
there.
weren't.
Now look here. I couldn't care less about some meteorites or this boy. Dr. Ludsky at Atomki rang the alarm
I just want it to
bell,
sound like
and
you
I
can
thought
say
it
by
was
the
a good
sound of
idea to tell him what I
Microsoft.
knew. But maybe it wasn't.
But it was. Did the boy leave anything here? A description, a book, a photo, a piece of paper?
No, why should he?
I don't know. Maybe he
That's
didn't
not the
want to rely
lyrics.
on his memory, whatever he wanted to calculate.
Not to my knowledge. But he said he'd come back later.
Ah. And has he?
I would have told Mr. Ludsky if he had. Any more questions?
Quite rude.
Can I talk to your colleague, David Barosh? Our discussion doesn't seem to make much sense.
Believe
There's a
me,
ship called the
I
HMS
don't find
Heraldwood,
it too
apparently.
amusing either.
Really?
You can bet
Yeah.
I'd have passed you
Yeah,
on
well,
to
there
him
is Enhanced Fine
if
4
he were
anyway.
here.
Like you did with the boy on Friday.
It's a historical
did
game,
with
so there's
the
no
boy on
reason to believe
Friday.
there isn't.
But David's on holiday. He might be in tomorrow.
Might?
He's a mountaineer.
What the hell is that?
We won't even try to bother him with a call.
I don't know, it certainly
Really?
wasn't me.
I was a fool calling up
What?
Ludsky.
Oh,
weren't
that would be me.
them.
I was just swimming in raw sewage. I love it.
I wonder what that smell was.
I love it.
Thank you for your help.
It wasn't worth coming here for.
Why,
Has anyone
this
here seen
botanic
Naked
garden
Gun?
is magnificent.
No.
I might come back later.
That wasn't a pickup
Bye.
line, my boy.
I'm glad. Goodbye.
I sent you the clip of the opening of Naked Gun the other day, didn't I?
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Right, where to now, I wonder?
I wanna take you to the gay bar.
You can go to the gay bar yourself, I think.
I'm a gay bar, gay bar, gay bar.
I know it's where you feel most at home.
Don't knock it till you've tried it. I mean, they know how to run a bar. Let's start a war.
I bet you were the sort of guy who'd run into a bar and then say, ow.
Oh, I get that.
No, I mean an actual public bar, and then just say, ow.
I get it.
It's time.
Huh? Someone just do the it's time to stop thing. It's time to stop.
It won't be time to stop until it's closer to 10 o'clock, I think.
Yeah, probably true.
Hi, Vero. I need your help.
Hi, fine.
Yes, yours.
Sure, but how could I help such a think tank like you?
Any idea, for example, how I make this Mr. Paulo speak to me? It's not so easy to get into someone else's house and poke around. Or maybe your friend should arrange for a search warrant.
You mean Peter? Please don't call him my friend. He's ever so nice and only wants to help.
Oh, sure. Fine. Anyway, I need at least some lame pretext to get in.
Let me see. The party. Tell him I left my makeup bag there.
You mean me? To pick up your makeup bag?
Yes.
I didn't say the lamest pretext.
Sorry, I can't think of anything better now. You'll manage it somehow, you always do.
All right, leave it. It wouldn't be a problem if I were actually a cop.
It won't be. There's no reason why Palos should want to keep my makeup bag in the bathroom.
Palos? In the bathroom?
No! The makeup bag. A small, dark red leather pouch.
Well, let it be so. Bye.
Maybe now.
Who's there? Friend or enemy, postman or railman?
Postman. I'm the postman.
Bring or take?
Take, I should.
I see. To whom and what?
To Verogal. She was at your party and left her makeup bag here.
Who's that?
Verogal Otomki, the pride of our institute.
I don't know about it, but I'll check. Come in.
This is just the type of wisecrack this unpleasant character is likely to say.
Good day to you. Are you the master of this house?
We can say that, and who are you?
My name is Jonathan Hunt.
Are you the friend of the forgetful little lady?
Well, friend of the family, I should say.
The little lady, what's her name? Vera. I don't know her family.
Yet you've met her younger brother, Balazs, just recently.
What's that, man? Ah, you mean the party on Saturday? Yes, indeed, the kid was there.
Have you heard that he's disappeared?
Disappeared? What do you mean?
He seems to have run off. We haven't heard from him since Monday early morning.
Ran off, did he? I wouldn't expect him to do such a thing. He's just an adolescent.
The family entrusted me with the search. Would you mind answering a few questions?
Is it a fluorescent
Check
adolescent?
you out. Are you a cop, buddy?
A cop? No. And of course, you can refuse to answer. But why should you?
All right, you are. Why should I, indeed?
You know, after that.
Ask away, buddy.
You know, after that prank you pulled on Friday, Chris actually thought you were an adolescent.
When did you last see Balazs?
Why?
On Saturday.
Are they renowned for really good
Around
practical
daybreak,
jokes?
when the party ended.
Dunno.
Lahotsky and his company were the last to leave.
You know, that's the
and
thing
kid
about
went
it. It was
with them.
a practical
Were they sober?
joke. You know, it was practical.
None of them, as far as I could see. The kid
Well, yeah, it
seemed
was
to be hyped
because
up.
you know.
I wonder why.
How would I
in
know?
practice,
Maybe
it
the
worked
drinks
well.
he tossed off
No, it
at the
didn't.
counter.
I gather you made some
it was a lie.
observations.
No, it wasn't.
I'm in the habit
did
of
that.
observing people's behavior.
Oh yeah, that's because
The kid
you're a
was
bore,
nervous,
aren't you?
Like a volcano
thanks,
about
really.
to erupt. He was extremely
Oh,
tense.
just keeping it real.
Because of his
I was
sister?
keeping it
Or
professional.
the whole event, maybe?
No, I'm not talking about hysterics. I meant passion, something that breaks out sooner or later, even when suppressed.
You must be an outstanding observer.
Now this is my passion, buddy.
Buddy.
What do you think about the relationship of Vero and Dr. Leotsky?
Can you still hear me?
What is this,
Sadly,
buddy?
yeah.
Did
No.
the little lady, your director's
Yeah, I
wife,
can.
hire you to snoop?
Let's put it this way. I'm interested in
Oh,
people's
stop it, you're
passions.
ruining the stream.
Dr. Lahotsky is in his 60s
Don't
and
be
in
so
good shape.
foul.
He's got a good reputation. Power, university degree, maybe a fancy car as well. This glitters enough to attract the butterflies, doesn't it? Yet, you don't want to risk the gossip in his position. Unless,
Can you hear this?
Sadly,
Unless
yes.
you've got midlife crisis or
Well, you're making.
desperately
Oh, that's gross. You're making fart
Dr.
sounds.
Leotsky?
Well, maybe I'm wrong. Otherwise, Vera is a charming creature. She talks way too much like a radio station, but it becomes her. You wouldn't believe she's a nuclear physicist. Now, this cocktail is rather sexy, don't you think, buddy?
You can hear that. Bloody hell.
Hear what?
That really loud sound like an airplane engine.
Your microphone sounds like the sound of the universe.
Yeah, it is pretty horrific. Gotta say, gotta be honest.
Do you remember
I didn't
the
hear
guests who were
anything.
here on Saturday?
Of course you didn't. You're not on the receiving end of that.
Is it still?
This is why I guess
Can you still
don't
hear
want
it?
a list
Sounds
of
like an
names.
airplane engine.
Just one particular person. Who is it?
A lady called Piroshka.
I wish
The
it
widow
was.
of
The
Professor
turbine pulled feed
Palfy?
into
She
it.
was here all right.
Do you know what annoys
Why?
me when Americans
Did
say
she disappear
turban instead
too?
of turbine?
No,
You know,
she
there's
didn't.
no one wearing a turban.
I wonder why
here,
she
it's
was
just
invited.
you
She
going,
often
oh
attends
well,
this
the
kind of
turban
social
as the
event
engine.
out of respect
never
for her
heard
late
that.
husband.
Insane.
Won't
Well, you're
last
lucky
long,
not
though.
to. It's something
Yet
that
she's not
Americans
doing
do.
anything to strengthen these relations or
The
build
only
new
American
ones.
conversation I've heard
Pretty
on
woman
a
she
plane
is.
was,
Chap like Lahatsky
that's
should
just the
rather
engine
go for her
starting
type.
up.
I've heard Piroshka
That's
and
just
Balazs
the
spoke with
engine
each other during the party.
struggling.
Perhaps,
That's
just as
just the
with
cart
others,
swimming
even
amongst
with
your
me.
feet.
Did you also talk with Piroshka?
Not with her, with the kid.
Well, you
Would you tell
see,
me what you
the
talked about with
turban of
Balazs?
the engine.
Well, no.
No.
No. First, because I don't remember exactly. Second, because the boy made us swear we won't tell anyone.
Well, did he mention some meteorites?
Meteorites? No. But stop nagging me, buddy. A promise is a promise.
Okay.
Shouldn't make promises you can't keep.
Vero mentioned that a doctor.
Boys, keep your promises if you want to keep your friends.
Dragonich, yes.
Would you tell me something about him? What does he do?
Dragonich, he's a brilliant man. His sole aim in life is to help people. In his treatments, he combines Ayurvedic elements with Chinese medicine and Hungarian herbal traditions, with Japanese and Thai massage. He's the only expert in the country in aura massage with gemstones.
I say, you sound like a brochure, but this is not quite what I wanted to hear.
So what is it you want to hear, buddy?
Where did he come from? What are his references? How effective are his treatments, his results?
Not so fast. What are you, a journalist?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. That should do about Dragonich. And now, what was it the little lady has left here?
Oh,
Her
I
ballet
see.
shoes?
I think
No,
he wants me
her
to
makeup
leave
bag.
now.
She thinks it should be in the bathroom upstairs.
Okay. Okay, I'll check it for you right now.
A
Thank you.
wise
I'll wait.
decision.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm just going to peek through your
Helikesh
door.
Todd? Oh, someone's telling lies here.
Oh, yes. I might have guessed that.
Well, did you find it?
Nope, and somehow it doesn't surprise me.
Why? Do things often go astray in this house?
No, that's not what I mean.
I think he's
Anything
on the
else?
They're on to us. Get him back to SeaWorld.
Tell me something about China, will you? What do
Who
you
would
think
have thought a
about
whale could be so
Oh,
heavy?
it's dangerous.
Jesus,
But you also
thanks.
start getting on my nerves dangerously, buddy. It's quite late. Tell the little one her beauty stuff isn't here. You should double-check her handbag. And now would you be so kind?
Oh, I gather.
Yes, I have no more time to chat with you about China. No hard feelings. Just get lost. So long.
Well, goodbye.
Was a very unpleasant individual. What the hell's that?
I have no idea.
What the hell are you staring at?
I have no dick.
I know.
Thanks, Snake.
I owe you.
I'm here. Yuri, who was this guy?
Okay, they're talking about me now.
What a mess. But at
Nah,
least
he's
this is
a
a place
bit
where people come every
paranoid.
day. I'm sure I can get out of here. I just wish those two doors weren't so unmistakably locked.
Yes, okay, we're now in another area. Let's try and find a way out of here. Ah!
That's a loud sound.
Yes, it was.
unmistakably locked, but the door behind an electric security lock.
Crowbar.
What?
Crowbars.
Atomic instruments. And why not? The Palos house is not far from the Institute at all. Trial and error will hardly work. Too many combinations.
A Dalek's a genius who can calculate 50 billion combinations in no 10 seconds flat.
Chemical protective gloves. These may...
How do you know these will come in handy? I'll take them, but...
This is, whatever they call that container. Veros colleagues keep liquid nitrogen in it. The same as in this one.
Why don't you call it a liquid nitrogen container then, you... Goit.
You goit!
Repainting,
Oh, you're a
refurbishing.
goit!
I'll be found here tomorrow morning.
You heard!
Unless someone else comes for me sooner.
All the shots.
Okay.
Royal blow.
I think I'm gonna need to go back in the cellar.
Well, yeah, it would save everyone having to look at you.
I've been impressed on how long that torch has lasted.
It's stuck. Yet this thermos would be just what I need. That should be enough.
Let's see what happens when I do with this cutscene here.
There's only one way to find out.
I bet that's lovely and cold.
To what do you refer?
Liquid nitrogen.
Oh, yeah. Well, we all remember GoldenEye.
I am invincible!
That's
yes.
it. The minus 196 degrees G
Quality
is now
bomb
in the bottle.
movie. Quality bomb movie. It's time to stop!
Hey, I don't want to pour it on the floor. I need something to hold the liquid nitrogen.
Remember when Spider-Man used this to break manacles in the animated series of the 90s? That was a good episode.
I've watched the 90s Spider-Man for ages.
I don't think anybody has.
It was a good show.
I can't actually decide which was I thought was the funniest moment.
What's cold is rigid, and what's rigid is easier to break.
Oh, I know what my favourite was.
Which was it?
What was that?
I'll show you.
Yeah. If only Bonnie could have seen this. Wow, the night guard's room, perhaps? Strange. A window to the next room, where the combination lock leads to. Perhaps the man wanted to travel the world. Wow, is this a message to himself?
So, my captor is apparently named Alex. It's Alex Sutton. I know it is, the conniving wretch.
This isn't a recent piece either.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Pulp Fiction.
Yes, I remember
Some
that.
adventure story.
I remember that being like a popular
Cuba?
meme as well.
Maybe he was a fan. Or rum.
I remember that episode. I think I've got that one on
the glass-
video, actually.
It's funny.
I prefer the bit when he's up against that guy who fires a net at him and he says, "Nice try, little man. My turn." Surprised I didn't pick that mirror up sooner.
You're looking at the man in the mirror. Ooh!
Oh, I remember when he fought Tombstone.
Yes, the lamp in this mirror will help me direct some light into the other room. I can adjust both the lamp and the mirror. Let's try.
And Tombstone says, "Come down here and fight like a man." And Spider-Man says, "I don't suppose I can convince you to come up here and fight like a spider."
Yeah. No wig, no wig. Far over the misty mountains calling from dungeons deep. Far over the misty mountains calling from dungeons deep to valleys wide. Far over the misty mountains calling. What do you say your favourite Lord of the Rings movie is? Chat.
Oh, that's a tough one.
It is, isn't it?
Sure, I'll get it sooner or later. I'm supposed to try and reflect the light into this other room.
Couldn't see with a light bouncing off your head.
Baldy bouncer.
Baldy.
Aha. No,
Ah.
lost it. For some reason my mouse is double clicking.
Nice.
Did you hear what I just played?
No.
What did you just play? I didn't hear that.
Oh.
This is it.
Yes.
The perfect angle. The light is projected on the alarm
That's
keyboard.
triumphant.
But still a bit dark. What can I do?
Well, what about Tommy Dick Fingers? I'm really looking forward to.
That's better. Look at that. The careless workers
Yeah,
left
I'm
the
really
fingerprints on
looking
the
forward
buttons.
to.
Now, this
Phoenix-
narrows
not
down the
Phoenix,
combinations
it's,
remarkably.
Clinton Baptiste. That's
Yeah.
gonna be fantastic.
That'd be good. Yeah.
Clinton Baptiste.
Okay, so the combinations are 2, 5, and 7. It would seem.
No. 20.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can see you, you dick.
Let's see. It's a 6-digit code.
A secret chord? No. Poems, yes. Poems, laddie. Laddie reckons himself a poet.
Any thoughts what this might be?
Can you tell what it is yet? That looks like a keypad.
Yes, can you guess the combination based on the smudges left behind by the person who operated it?
There's smudges on. There's more smudges on the 2 than anything else. There's probably going to be more than 1 2.
Good guess.
2 2. Figure in a 2 2.
How many numbers is it?
It's a 6-digit code.
So it's probably 2, 5, 6, 7, 0. Some combination of those.
It's a pity the guy didn't write this down on his
I know he should have been careless, shouldn't he, for our sakes?
Yeah.
Let's get down to it.
Why can't people be more incompetent? I hate it when people are so competent.
Hey, lucky guess.
That's it. I knew I could make it.
Ah.
I used the luck virus. Just choose whatever numbers you think are best, sir. Still no way out.
Is it me, or did he look like Neil from the In-Betweeners for a brief second there?
What, in the game?
Yeah.
Airplane driver.
Must be hungry.
In the dark, he looks a bit like him.
Even though he was Neil in the dark.
I do hope that's chocolate he's eating.
Here's a scat man. Everyone stood us one way or the other, so check out my message to you.
Oh dearie me.
Oh dear, we are in trouble.
That's not good.
Thanks for dinner. It was magnificent.
I'm glad. But I didn't make it.
I didn't mean that you. Why don't we have another ice cream? Come on.
Yes, you're having ice cream while someone is fighting for his life. Lovely.
Fighting for life inside. Get it tonight.
This is not good.
Whoops, fish is not good. Someone touches you in a place or way that makes you feel uncomfortable. That is
your.
Where are you, damn kid?
That's your penis.
Oh gosh. Thank you, Mr. Spell, for putting that on.
Could it be that he just took your questioning as an insult?
I don't know. And I don't really think he was fat.
Well, that's relative. To me, he seems so. Are you sure you rang the right bell?
Be careful, it's dripping.
Don't be scared. I won't bite you.
Never said you would. Don't breathe, you idiot.
No.
Where the hell is this lousy
great.
rat hiding?
Oh shoot. Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear.
He hasn't looked in the middle one for some reason.
You're not gonna mess with me. Wait just a minute. I'll be back and smash you up, young man.
That was lucky.
Today it's my turn to see you home.
What? My apologies. It was not at all intentional. I just...
Of course it wasn't. Jonathan Hunt, you keep playing the blunderer while you hold all the strings behind the scenes.
I didn't mean to. I'm just not familiar with the city yet.
And I love you, just the way you are.
Ugh. Disgusting. Ever seen a more revolting sight?
I don't know, French Revolution, they were revolting.
Peter? What happened?
I suspect this is a hangover.
And when was that? Jesus, now? What time is it? Okay, alright. I'll tell him to by all means. Okay. See you there. Jonathan. Jonathan, wake up. We have a problem. Peter called. You hear me? Please wake up. We must go there at once. Then someone broke into Otomki during the night.
What's that?
Flow.
Okay. This
I say, what a perfectly coordinated arrival. The two of you.
Well, it just so happened.
Good morning, Jonathan. I think you've met Mr. Joseph Vince already.
Good morning. Yes, we've met before.
What happened, Peter?
You'd better ask Josef about the details. But you can see it for yourself. Someone crashed through this wall and exposed a safe behind it.
Is this your safe?
No. I didn't even know about it.
Sure
Do
you
think
didn't.
I keep a safe in my office and to be on the safe side, wall it up to prevent myself from accessing it?
It's against logic indeed, but whose safe is it then?
What do you
It
say
would
your
be
favourite
for the
Peter
police to
Gabriel
find
song
out.
is?
Are you
so
asking
far,
me or Pete?
I've been very
Both,
reluctant
either.
to call
I never heard of the guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mr. Vince.
I only know one.
I already told Mr.
Which one's that? You're
going to
say Sledgehammer?
know.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
once.
it's all you
It
need to
wasn't
know, really.
much,
It's a good
and
one.
There's nothing more.
Can you get to the point, please?
I'm gonna be
I was in the porter's
the
booth when I heard the
sledgehammer.
alarm sounding from the main building. First, I thought it was just a technical failure, as there was no warning light on the dashboard. But it was loud, so I walked up there. I mean, here. Not rushing, though.
And did you hear or see anything?
Nothing. Only it was strange that the garden entrance to the main building wasn't locked. Then I got frightened. Maybe it wasn't a false alarm after all. I didn't have my gun on me, so I grabbed a rake and came in. Then I heard the alarm was screaming from the director's foyer.
Did you see or hear any movement?
No, thank God. The door to the director's office was slightly open, and the lights were on. But there was nobody in there. The burglar must have escaped through the window, because it was wide open. And then I saw this terrible mess, and Professor Saleh is on the floor.
But you silenced the alarm somehow, didn't you?
I did. I ran to the control room and saw its door was also open, and that somebody had tampered with the system. He switched off the alarm in the entire building. But the glass breakage alarm he couldn't, because it's not on the control surveillance system. It can go off any time, even if a bottle breaks.
So the alarm ignored the wall-breaking job, but when our man started the drill to cut the safe...
Yes, that shrilling sound triggered the glass breakage alarm.
Huh. Whoever did this knew what they were doing, I suppose.
Are you saying that there's been a safe in this office and nobody in this institute knew about it?
Yes. This has always been the place for Professor Soloy's portrait.
And yet, apparently the burglar knew exactly where to find whatever he'd been looking for.
This is why I doubt we've got a simple burglary case here.
What case do
Why
you
haven't
think
you
this
called the
is?
police?
I was going to, but changed my mind.
Why?
First, because nothing was taken. But I have a pretty good idea.
You think you know who it was?
Yes. But if I tell the police, it will hurt poor Vera.
Peter, you can't be serious. Are you accusing Bolage?
That would be going a bit too far, I agree.
I also feel a sense of loyalty to the boy. That's why the police aren't here yet. But let's admit, all this could easily be connected to his mysterious disappearance.
No doubt.
What's your theory, Peter?
I know you think I'm not sufficiently empathetic, but I have a feeling Bolage has a hand in it. Look, it's most likely that our man used a key to get through the doors and knew the security codes too. He disabled the alarm in the control room and tried to open a safe which nobody from the outside could know about. Don't you think the boy's secret master plan must have been something like this? It failed when he put it into action.
I'm gonna be.
How can you assume anything of the sort of my brother?
Okay, take it easy. This is just a theory. Neither of us can prove anything.
Indeed we can't. The security cameras didn't provide anything useful, and the situation is rather delicate, isn't it?
Well, we know it wasn't the boy because he was just locked in a locked in a locker a moment ago.
Peter,
I hate when people
something
lock
tells me
boys
you
in
have a plan.
lockers.
What is it?
I've asked you to come here because I want to make
Davy
an
Jones
alliance.
locker.
Nobody else knows about the case.
So, do we keep the burglary confidential?
For the time
Davy Jones
that
locker.
is to give you both a chance.
I always
want
thought
you
that,
to
like, I
find
know, he had
Borlage today, or
a
else
literal locker.
he'll become a
Like
suspect
in
for
SpongeBob.
attempted burglary.
Was that a joke in SpongeBob?
Yeah.
I've got to say, the humour in SpongeBob is top notch.
Mr. Vince, you've just said the garden entrance was open.
The old
Why
SpongeBob
are you so
anyway.
sure the burglar left through the window? Maybe
Because
he
it's in a
opened it
dick.
just to mislead us and hit something. And when you came in, he slipped out
Has it
behind you.
changed? I've not really seen
understand nobody saw him
SpongeBob in
escape.
ages.
The old
Nobody.
writers left.
But on one of the
Oh, that's a
security
bloody
cameras,
shame, isn't it?
very dimly,
And you know what
captured a
happened
dark
last
figure
year?
jumping
Didn't
over
one
the
of them
fence
turn out
at
to
the
be a
rear
sex
entrance.
pest or something like
Quick
that?
as a panther, he was.
Quick as a panther.
I don't want to say in case
My
I'm wrong.
brother.
but-
I didn't
yeah.
hear about
It doesn't
that.
mean anything.
Well, I
An
didn't
older
hear
man who's
about
fit
that.
enough
I
can
know.
do
I
it.
just assumed
Right.
because
If he has
Yeah.
a good reason.
bloody hell.
There's
Well,
one more thing.
Posthumously,
The same
I believe he
camera
isn't a sex
saw a
pest.
car
You guys know
turning
that,
from the
right?
side road at a high speed.
You didn't tell
'Cause
me this.
I didn't
Why,
want to
there's
speak
nothing
ill of
to
him.
that. It can
That's
happen
awkward.
anytime.
Yes, but I can recognize that
Sorry.
car anywhere. I could swear it was the black Land Rover of Mr. Palos.
Egon Palos.
Come on. Egon Palos, quick as a panther.
I'm not saying it was him. As far as I
Wasn't that
know,
funny?
he left by plane in the afternoon.
I'm
What?
paying
He
attention to
took
the
a
story.
taxi to the airport.
Oh,
a
I
friend of
thought
mine
you were
was the
laughing at
driver.
my hijinks.
Well, no, because
What's
I'm
better,
trying-
high jinks or low jinks?
I don't know. I'm just trying to pay attention to a crime that has taken place.
Tell me, did you know about this safe?
Against nature,
No way.
fashion.
Never seen it. Never heard of it before.
Probably a fireplace had been here earlier.
If it was a crime
Maybe.
against nature, Seb, it would
But
be
there's
your
been no
birth.
fireplace here since I've worked here. And that's
He can be
25
really
years.
mean when he wants to.
I've seen
Oh, yes, I
photos
can.
from the 1950s. There's no sign of a fireplace in
My
them.
proudest moment was
It
during
must
my
have been
early
brought
days
up
at
earlier.
Harewood.
Why were you sadistic men?
Peculiar.
What I said was that there was a student friend of mine. He was
Well, yeah, assumably.
he was complaining that the mentors had forgotten about him because he hadn't been assigned one. And when he replied to that, I said to him, "Who could forget a face like that?" I felt so cold afterwards.
I think this is a generous offer, and our only chance is to accept it. Although I don't have much to act upon, I shall find Balaj and prove he wasn't here during the night.
I know it's not easy, but you have to understand there's a limit to everything.
Understood.
Peter, I still cannot accept.
There's no time for this, Vero. We must act quickly. First of all, I must examine the scene. The safe, the tools, everything.
I don't see why you should, if you think the boy was out of it.
Because you think he wasn't. That is, because we cannot exclude the possibility.
Now you too. Have you all gone crazy?
Please, my dear, it'll be all right. Jonathan can examine the safe if he won't
What
destroy
kind
the
of
traces.
clothes does
I'll
David
do my
Hasselhoff
best.
like to wear?
I don't know.
Denim, denim, denim.
What a mess.
Denim, denim.
This wasn't just a simple
Denim,
burglary.
denim, denim. You know, the theme to Knight Rider.
Yeah, it sucked, Seb.
Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da.
Hmm.
Six locks. I wonder what's inside that needs such a robust protection.
Well, whoever broke in seemed to have reset the safe locks. I can't imagine why.
This chest has 6 compartments, all filled with tiny objects.
I examined the safe. It's locked and practically intact. It's got a rare type of combination lock, but what's more peculiar is that little chest in front of the safe's door. It contains various tiny objects in compartments. A seemingly pointless collection, lacking any logic. Small bottles, pieces of bones, a coin, some notes. I suggest you all have a good look at it. It might turn out to be some forgotten time capsule, left behind by someone we ought to find out.
But how can we do it without spoiling the traces? How do I explain it to the police?
I don't think we need the police at all. There's not much damage if nothing was taken. On the other hand, we found something important. A safe of unknown origin and contents, and a collection of bric-a-brac. These could be of considerable historical value for Autumnki. Now, without having the police around, we have the chance to open the safe and solve the puzzle.
You mean to find out who the burglar was and how he knew about this safe?
Yes, because, nevertheless, I'm quite confident that I'll find Balazs, prove he didn't do this, and reveal the real perpetrator by the end of the day.
Will you really, Monsieur Poirot?
Jonathan, you know?
It's only a presumption as of yet.
Okay, it's a deal. We will also scrutinize everything and find out whatever we can about the safe.
There's my phone. Oh, it's not my phone.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Yes, speaking?
I don't know what it is.
What?
I'm not you.
Incredible.
Oh,
Yes, you did the right thing. By all means. I'll let her know right away.
What happens now?
Good news. Balazs was found.
What?
He's just been freed from a locker in the basement.
The poor thing. Has he been there for days?
Not likely. Where is he now?
He's resting in your office, Veril. They've brought him something to eat.
Unbelievable. Hear this, Jonathan. He's back.
I told you, and I'm sure he can explain.
Well, if he was locked in the
Please
basement...
forgive me, Peter, but now I must go there.
Oh.
Couldn't possibly have broken into the safe.
Your chef, could you check that locker, please?
Yes, sir, right away.
Is it just me, or is that very reminiscent of Joseph Fritzl?
I'm so happy.
Ooh, he didn't like
dear.
that.
Can't blame him, it was a bit of a risque comment.
But wait a minute, that means a gunman
Henrik,
came in
I'm
here.
calling you about an important matter.
There's a gun.
I need your help. Right now.
Shooting in the sky.
But that
Do
means
you
that-
mind answering properly? We're starving for explanation.
What? I'm terribly hungry.
He's starving full
Of
stop.
course you are.
What if we played a game? You let him eat and ask your questions. I will try to answer. Balazs can protest if I'm wrong.
Let the
How about
gunmans
this?
do it.
I
Let
like
the
the idea.
gunmans do it.
Aren't you
Let all
too
the gunmans
confident?
boogie.
Well, let's do it. Where have you been? I should like to know.
There's a gun.
He was hiding from us
Waiting
in
in the
cellars of
sky.
No.
In a house nearby, but he didn't come out at all.
Correct.
Jonathan says you've been after some meteorite.
Originally, he'd been after a meteorite, but found something else too since then.
Nope.
Ah.
Oh, he sounds pleasantly
Yes, he wanted to get a meteorite.
pleasanted by something.
Exactly.
And why was that meteorite so exciting?
It contains a huge diamond, worth a fortune.
This really isn't the point.
Take me home to a place.
It contains a substance which is a kind of elixir of life.
Believe it or not, this is the truth.
Who told you this nonsense?
Dr. Kakashi, who knows a lot more about meteorites than anyone else.
No way.
Oh, apparently not.
Old Mr. Vonyets, who safeguarded Professor Soloy's secrets.
Oh, that's right. How did you know?
Guesswork.
What did the old man tell you exactly?
The turtles are immortal because Soloy manipulated
That's
them.
right.
He locked up his secret in the safe, together with a meteorite.
Yep,
Yep.
that's right.
This is what Mr. Vonyet
I get the reference now.
And you believed this foolish legend?
What's your opinion on Meow?
Yes. Oddly, some details of the legend proved to be true.
said. That's right. Huh?
I'm doing pretty well at this.
Yeah, I
What
like Meowth.
details were proved?
I
Yeah.
didn't. I hated him.
Who's your favourite fictional cat out of Meowth, right? Meowth and Salem.
There were records
know
on
who
the age of the
Salem is.
turtles, the secret
You've never
components
watched
of their
Sabrina?
food, and Soloy's
The
evaluations.
teenage witch.
You're wrong.
How do you not know who Salem is?
I know he's like the
Meteorites
one
often
character who
contain
everyone
diamonds
knows.
and gases as inclusions. As Soloy used to say, the devil is in the details.
You're wrong.
Trying to concentrate here, people.
The meteorite was first examined by Hotvani.
I'd
It was
say
kept in the
Salem.
college for a long time, then
Yeah,
went to
he's.
Soloy through
I
Ernest
just
Rutherford.
like his sarcasm better.
These, for example.
What's he
yes.
from?
Sabrina
Sabrina
the Teenage Witch?
Witch.
Never watched that.
Jinx.
Did you know that Elekesh Tut described that stone as a deadly one?
No, he had no idea,
Right.
as he didn't get that far in
How
his
to
research.
describe it for you?
This is true. I really didn't know.
It's
What did you have in
funny
mind?
show. It's a sitcom,
Why
obviously.
did you
You know,
want
it's
that
not a
meteorite?
you know, it's not serious.
Can you hear this?
To achieve scientific results by studying it.
By no means.
Did you hear that?
No.
To market the elixir of life worldwide.
Absurd
Is
or
it
not? Yes.
Star Wars themed joke?
No, the only fictional cat I like is the one from Captain Marvel. That thing could kill
Oh
anything.
my god,
It
yes,
wasn't
that was
you
perfect.
Oh,
who
yeah.
broke into Otumki, was
Yeah,
it?
that was good.
Either that or Tom.
Tom?
Or Sylvester.
Oh, Tom. Tom.
Yeah, Thomas. Thomas?
But he did. Then he
Thomas?
locked himself up in the basement to have an alibi.
Where is that cat?
That's what you
Thomas?
say.
No, it was the precious Mr. Lehotsky, the director himself.
That's what you say.
No, it was Dragonich, that quack doctor of Mr. Palos.
It's obvious. The man's a genuine criminal.
Okay, boy.
How did Drogonich get the codes and the keys?
Dragonich has an inside man at Atomki. Better be careful.
No, that's not true.
Oh, okay.
Dragonich forced him to collect all important information and copy the keys.
No,
Okay,
that's
then.
not true.
Yeah, you wouldn't admit it if it was true, though, would you?
Balaj tried to keep his secrets for himself.
You
but
would
Dragonich
know
forced the information
if
out
it
of
was true.
Yes, that right.
That's right, mister.
How was Palos
Yeah.
involved?
Are you threatening me, Master Jedi? Oh, bloody hell.
But
Sorry.
needed advice
Wake up,
on
they'll
how
be
to
back
access
any
the
minute.
locked-up meteor.
This is bullshit.
Language, Timothy.
Balaj
Sorry about
contacted
that. Hitler
Palos,
just got
seeking a
assassinated
promoter for
in
his secret
Heartsline 4. You know, I'm not complaining
It
because I'm
wasn't a
playing
bad
as Britain,
idea,
but
just-
I didn't know that could happen.
And how did you plan to get the stone?
Wake up, they'll be back any minute.
He planned to involve Lehotsky in the deal.
Oh, come on.
He wanted to steal it himself. In a
Now
less
Herman
destructive-
Goring's in charge.
But I wanted to do it without anyone knowing. Lahotsky was to go on vacation next week, and all the traces would have been cleared up by his return.
But why the disappearance and the farewell letter?
Dragonich persuaded him to divert attention. Later, he realized he should have done it inside Otomki.
That's right. This one doesn't listen to anyone else.
Then Mr. Palos doesn't even know about the case.
He doesn't. Dragonich wanted everything for himself. He didn't involve Palos.
This is it.
I'm good at this.
How did you get to the cellar of the Palos house?
That's where he woke up yesterday, after getting drunk at the party.
Are you joking?
Yes, I am.
As Palos was to leave for weeks, Dragonich knocked him on the head and locked him up in the cellar.
Exactly. Even threatened me with a gun. He would have done me in. There in the cellar.
I hope you've learned a lesson in this action of yours.
Never believe a stranger, and never enter a stranger's house alone.
Not quite.
Oh, what did you learn then?
The world is far more exciting this way. He'd do it again anytime.
Not quite.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you should only set goals that are achievable. Lack of experience is a serious drawback in planning.
We could say that, but I have no reason to regret some of my actions, except I will do it differently now.
Oh, who's this?
Who the hell is that?
Unknown caller.
Jonathan Hunt speaking.
Well, in real life or
Sorry,
in the game?
Peter. My phone didn't recognize your number. What happened?
I want to let you know that I've just made a substantial decision. We must come to an agreement.
Is it so urgent?
Look, I think the situation
64,
is
64,
64,
64.
so is your role.
Do you ever just get that song stuck in your head?
Let's
Yeah.
face it. We've studied the object found in front
like-
of the safe.
It's just
and
wheedling
came to
its
a
way
firm
in.
conclusion.
You only mean those.
Only?
Please, go on.
Definitely. There is a connection between the objects. They
64,
are elements
64,
of a set of
64
problems left to us by
Zulu.
Shandor Soloi to solve.
Just as it seemed, a time capsule. Did you say puzzles?
You can put it this way. Problems that require the technology, the instruments, and the possibilities of a more advanced age, like ours today.
So Professor Soloi wanted to make sure that whoever finds the meteorite is able to examine it with adequate accuracy.
Could be. The challenges are, so to say, rather enigmatic. We cannot solve them simply by using our awesome equipment.
Because you don't know what to solve exactly.
Something like that. So let me propose a collaboration.
I thought I'm finished in Debrecen.
It's been a day of disappointment for both of us. These are puzzles, Jonathan. Solving puzzles is not our cup of tea. But we shall give you every scientific and technical support if you agree to do this investigation. You're not turning down this opportunity, are you?
I might.
No. I'm honored that you trust me. I'm on my way to look at that chest.
That settles then. I'm going to instruct all the labs to make their capacities available to you.
Leotsky called. He offered me a deal.
What deal?
They could open the safe with a flame cutter, but that would be madness given the
Head
danger.
out on the
And there's
highway.
that chest with the funny collection of junk.
What chest? What collection?
I'll tell you later.
The Automki people found out that bric-a-brac was not just randomly put there by Professor Soloi. They believe it's some form of a riddle, hiding the combination of the safe.
And whatever comes my
To
way.
access whatever is in the safe, a set of problems must be solved to prove that the scientists of posterity are equipped with the appropriate knowledge and technology.
A very odd way of an exam.
I rather think the professor was wise and far-seeing.
We agreed that I would try to tackle Soloi's challenges.
You, Jonathan Hunt, a quick and easy way from a bottle of dishwater to nuclear physics.
Stranger things
Okay,
have
okay,
happened.
this cynicism doesn't help. Of course,
I've
everyone
not
at
actually
Automki
watched
will
that show
support my
yet.
investigation.
In that case, you can officially count on me too.
How about you guys? I keep getting,
And I'd like to
oh,
count
you
on
should
my
watch it, it's
quick-witted
amazing.
friend
And
as well.
honestly,
Not this time.
You'd better go home.
haven't watched
indeed.
it.
I've seen a bit of it.
Exhausted and weary.
What do you reckon, Pete?
I've got something
Yeah,
to arrange.
it's good.
Look, I also
I need
think
to
we
watch
should stay in
more
a
of
safe
it.
place.
Decent one, is it?
Don't forget, Dragonich is a serious threat to you. And after his
Some
failed
like
burglary,
80s
he's as
style.
dangerous as a wounded
Yeah,
lion.
I hear
He's
that.
gone. Why should he stick around and let the police find him?
You're not going anywhere. Where should you, by the way?
He's got one of the
All I
kids
can
from
tell you,
It.
it's connected to the case. Don't worry. I'll be in good company.
Yeah.
Whose company?
Vero, I don't think...
Okay, alright, but do hurry.
Three's Company.
I can take care of myself, and I'll be back soon.
Friend, you were almost shot.
Damn it, now he hasn't even got a phone.
Oh, yeah.
I got my
Stay
stepsister
with me.
Have you
Don't
noticed
go
how...
breaking my
I
heart.
can't help you this time. I think you should try someone else.
Okay,
Try.
no problem.
Have you noticed how in it there's a Richie and an Eddie?
Oh my god! Do you think that's a coincidence?
What is?
But there's a Richie and an Eddie in it. You know, and there's one in bottom, obviously.
Well, for some reason, all I'm thinking about is Ed, and Eddie now.
Do you know what? Ed, and Eddie is like bottom for a younger generation.
Is it?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You know, they're similar kind of shows.
It's kind of.
Yeah, you get where I'm coming from, don't you?
No, I don't. I never know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but you never listen, do you?
No, I've got
No,
too
you
much
don't,
sense for
do you?
that.
No, you
Sorry,
don't.
I don't understand the question.
No, you don't, do
You
you?
don't do it. Oh, I say aye.
I say aye.
No, Brian, I'm the licensee.
I'm the licensee.
All those in favour of Jerry saying aye, say aye. Aye. Sorry, I don't understand the question.
No, you don't, do you?
Let's see whatever there is to be seen.
What are we going to call the new
6
games
locks,
room?
6 numeric
No, I
combinations. We need 3
I
numbers for each.
propose to Sir Steve Redgrave.
easy.
Sweet.
Whoa, Sir Steve Redgrave.
This is just giving them out to anybody these days.
Trinkets. But it's unlikely that Professor Soloy's time capsule contains just worthless junk.
Fudge.
Fudge. Feel the weight of them before you put them in.
What's marshmallows? You can have as many of those as you like.
Not pear drops. Don't
Not
go
made of money.
Not made of money.
I think the clue to opening this is in these trinkets here.
Kitten tits.
Lead sarcophagus.
That's sarcophagus. That's sarcophagus.
Chinese writing.
But Chinese writing. The Chinese theatre.
If this is radioactivity, then perhaps there's a facility in the in this place that can open it.
I'll tell you what, you'd know all about radioactivity.
What do you mean by that?
You know, you do hospital radio. That was a pun.
Yeah, it was a crap pun.
Oh, and now he's criticising my puns. Bloody
Oh.
hell, I can't catch a break, can I?
I'm always criticising your puns. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but unfounded. I mean, I think I make some pretty good puns.
But you don't.
Hey, rate my puns.
You don't have to answer right away.
He doesn't know whose side to take. I feel a bit betrayed, actually.
I don't feel betrayed.
This is a good time for the Michael Jackson gif.
No, it isn't. I'm too busy trying to concentrate.
May I disturb you for a minute, Mr. Kakashi?
If you really mean it to be a
I like
minute.
how that's become a
5
meme
minutes.
for us.
Anyway, I'll help you find
Yeah.
It's already a meme.
I remember seeing it in the music video years ago and thinking
Wow.
that should be a meme.
I haven't seen such a thing for quite some time. I hope you didn't try to open it.
No. I noticed the warning sign.
Good. Do you want to open it?
Oh, yes.
All right, but I'm busy. You need to do it yourself with the manipulator arms.
You mean me?
You have to start somewhere. Here's the old dashboard, the robot arm. It lets you program the movement of the manipulators accurately. You'll figure it out. If you make a mistake, just start again.
Memes used to be
Good.
funny.
I'm afraid I have no other choice.
Very good.
Why'd you bother asking?
I'm going to put this little sarcophagus in place.
Why'd
And
they
then
ask
it's your
someone
turn.
who doesn't have
The
a
instructions
choice?
are on the panel. Good luck.
Fair question.
Yes, I tend to ask those, don't I? And why is it they always say it's over?
The system is live. Let's see what...
I know, because it is.
Well, you certainly go back in time with this machine. Let's see if I understand the system.
Press a yellow button.
I thought he was going to say butt then. He touched the butt.
So, I have to get these giant tweezers to work. The commands are entered by pressing these colored buttons. But I don't even know where the lead box is now.
He touched the butt.
You must experiment. The instructions are clear.
Sorry, I was singing the Ultra Instinct theme.
Well, this is not the way. So
That's all.
No. What did I do wrong?
I wonder if I should skip this puzzle. This may take a while.
I think we got a problem here.
Let's think. The left.
Oh, damn, Mr. Hint.
Mr. Brightside.
Mr. Dogs.
Do you like that? For stroking your allies. Your eyes turn yellow. I just can't look. It's killing me. Did some bloody good songs.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I do think that one's a bit overplayed, though.
Yeah, it's just not as good as some of the others. I don't know, for example, Human.
Well, that one's a bit overplayed as well. Or
Well,
it used to be, innit?
Somebody told me one's alright, man.
Yeah, I like that one.
Although, why would somebody's potential be confidential?
I think the right arm... Yes, that seems to make a bit of sense.
I just can't look. It's killing me. Breaking my back just to break my back. My back. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna skip it.
Fair enough.
Maybe it just collapsed on its own. Well, we can't take that chance. You
You always
say
say that. I want to take a chance.
collapsed on its own.
I've got it. The drawer is open. It looks like a tiny piece of metal in there.
That's it. I knew you could do it.
Thank you. But how do we take that thing out?
It's nothing. The instrument indicates no radiation.
You mean it wasn't radioactive after all?
No. Professor Saleh made a mistake.
Or this could be another message from him.
Or a joke. Anyway, I'll bring you what's in the box.
Thank you.
I just can't talk. It's killing me.
Here it is. A small plate. Maybe aluminum. Try to do something with it. Somewhere else. Good luck.
Thank you for your help.
I like it here. Fine. Materials lab should be the best bet.
Hello, Gula. My dear friend, I've heard you're investigating after Professor Solai too. I don't understand a thing, but I've got the instructions and I'm ready to do what I can.
Thanks very much.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
I believe this is not a simple aluminum plate.
Invisible material on the surface? I'll check it for you when I have the time.
I'll be back. Thank you.
That's helpful, I suppose. I don't know if we got time to carry on for another.
Well, you'll have a better idea than us.
I usually do have better ideas than you.
No, I said a better idea.
Well, anyway, it's 5 minutes till I was going to finish, so I think I'm going to sign off now.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm Jack Yardley. I was joined by Seb and... Sorry, what was your name again?
Something to do with ships. Oh no, ship shape.
Something to do with loud noises. Oh, it's Peto's ship, isn't it?
Do you know the way?
Yes, I know the way.
No, I'm joking. I'm here with Peter's ship.
Oh, what was that nickname you came up with me, for me the other night?
The way of... Me or... Me?
You.
Me. I can't remember. Was it a good one?
I remember it being a good... I forgot what it was.
Oh, that's just typical, isn't it?
Well, you guys mull it over. I'm Jack Stephen Yardley. I hope you've enjoyed the stream, and I wish you all a
middle
good night.
names. Alright,
Bye.
good night. Bye.